Hot 96.
It's the Hot 96 morning show. It's Clay here, and we have a full studio today. We have members of the Evansville Fire Department here. Good morning to everybody.
Good morning.
Morning.
You guys are actually recruiting for more coworkers, is that correct?
We are.
Right on. So where do we begin with that? Like, what's the process of becoming a firefighter for the great city of Evansville?
Well, our applications are open currently. They're on the city website. As far as the applications go, they are due by April 30th. And the parameters for that, you have to be 21 years of age by January 1st, 2026. The cutoff is age 40. So you have to be under 40 or you're hired. If you're beyond 40, then that's the hiring cutoff for the department.
Okay.
It starts at $64,000 a year. You need a high school diploma or equivalent and U.S. citizenship.
And a big hatred of fire.
Yes. Yeah, you have to despise fire.
I despise fire so much. Unless it's in like a campfire. Then that's okay.
Yeah, we're okay with that.
I did notice that you said 2026, so we're looking for next year, right?
No, we're currently looking. So our process will go within the next 2 years. We hire every 2 years.
Okay.
And the way it works is you put your application in, you go through the hiring process, and your list is good for 2 years. So
Gotcha.
your list will be good for those 2 years, and then they hire as spots become available. They'll get enough people to do a recruit class, and then they go to the academy for a couple months to do all in-house training. And with that, all our training is in-house. There's really no employment experience that's particular to it, or any school or training that's particular to it.
Yeah.
We do all the training in-house. Everything you need to know, we'll teach you in the academy.
Right on. So let's go through what that training would be. So let's say I'm ready to become a firefighter today. I've got to go through that training. What kind of training would I go through?
I can talk about that. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm about
absolutely.
to get off probation. So I got hired on March 18th of 2024. So what that looked like is 8 weeks of EMT training where you get your EMT license and you take the national registry for that. All of that's provided by the Evansville Fire Department, like the education, and then you go through 13 weeks of fire. It may be a little shorter or longer depending on how many people are in the recruit class, but all in all, that's about 6 months. And then the next 6 months until your first year is is spent on a period called probation. And that's where you kind of get to move around the city and you get to know everyone in the stations and things like that. And then once your first year is up, you get officially stationed.
Nice. So it does sound like you got to go through a little bit of exquisite training to become a firefighter, but it sounds like it's worth it in the end.
Oh, it's 100% worth it, and it's all paid from day one as well.
Nice. And some good life skills to learn too.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Once we've gone through the training and we end up getting hired, what would the schedule look like?
Essentially, on average, you work about 10 days a month. It is 24-hour shifts. So anybody looking to apply know that it is 24-hour shifts, but you only do those 24-hour shifts on average 10 days a month. So we have a whole lot of time off of work. And, station life it's not all work while you're at the station. So you
Right.
have plenty of time to work out and train and get to know each other, a lot of camaraderie, and it's a really good deal.
Let's go through the life of a firefighter right now. Let's say everything's calm in the city. There's no fires going on. You guys are hanging out at the station. Like, what exactly would you guys be doing? And you got a big smile on your face. What goes on at these fire departments?
James is doing 1,000 burpees a day.
Typically, in a day, the morning time, firefighters usually get together, hang out, talk about what's been going on in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe go over what they're going to do that day, if there's any training or whatnot. If they've had any runs they want to talk about that in the morning. At least at our station, we get together and work out late in the afternoon. After that, have a little lunch, make runs, of course, throughout the day.
Right. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
There's always some type of EMS training that we'll go to. The training tower will have us out. Instructors will have us out, and we may do forcible entry training or cut some holes or something like that. Then we typically will go back to the fire station and cook a dinner and have a dinner together a lot of the time and just make runs throughout the day.
Nice. So it sounds like you guys become more of a family than anything through all this, and you guys stay pretty busy even when there's no fires to put out.
Exactly.
Yes. Yep.
Love
Exactly.
that. So for anyone that is listening right now and they want to start the process of maybe becoming a firefighter today, is there any website they can go to right now to get that started?
Yeah, they can go to www.evansvillefiredepartment.com, and there will be an employment tab.
Mhm.
If they go to that, then they will find information on how to apply
Sounds
and a little bit more information about the job also.
For anybody thinking to apply, I will say something I'm passionate about. For
Yeah.
any veterans out there that are within those parameters, this job is a great way to fill that gap or fill that need. If anything you're missing from service, sometimes that's a hard transition, and this is a great avenue to really fill that and have a mission-based, team-based, mission-oriented job. It's really filled that gap for me, and I think most veterans would agree that this is an awesome career to get into if you're missing that from service.
Again, what was that website? One more time for someone listening.
www.evansvillefiredepartment.com.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in and talking to us about firefighting. And hopefully we're going to get some new firefighters in soon so you guys can train them and work with them. And we appreciate all the work that you guys do. Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.